Welcome to another ExcelCEO Excel tip. In this tip, we're going to talk about how to use the camera as a watch window. And what we're looking at here is an assumptions page, which may be familiar to some of you. And what we're going to do here is show how you can actually look at the page that is being affected by these assumptions without having to constantly go back and forth between the two. And one of the benefits of using the camera as a watch window is you don't have to create new formulas. You are essentially just creating a window through to the other page to show just what you want to see. And if you have someone looking at it, then they can't change any of the formulas because essentially it is a picture object. And as an object, they can see the output, but they don't have the ability to edit it. So it works great for you, especially in a case if you were doing something like dashboarding. So let's go ahead and get started. You may not have the camera as one of your options, and most likely you don't. In my case, I have it up here in my quick access toolbar. You can add it to the quick access toolbar or to your office ribbon. The quick access toolbar tends to be a preferred feature to me because no matter which office ribbon tab you're on, basically this is like your favorites, and it stays available to you. So to go ahead and get started, you can go through the File tab and go to Options and then Customize Ribbon if you want to put it in the Office ribbon or the Quick Access toolbar. Now it's not going to show up in your popular commands, so what we're going to do is go with All Commands, and you're going to get a big long list of things that you've never seen and will probably never use. And we're going to scroll down quickly here. They are in alphabetical order. And come down, we're in the CON, which actually is way too far. We'll come back up here after we learn to spell and go to camera. And then when you have that there, then you'd click add and it would move it over here. And you can see that because I already have it in my quick access toolbar, you can see it here. And then you would click OK after you've added it. And now it's up there in your quick access toolbar. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the camera and I get a cursor that turns into a little cross which is asking me where to select from. Where we're going to go here is to the Sales tab, and I click there, and what it does is it creates this little thing here that says Picture 1. And I actually want to have it over here on my Assumptions tab because if I have the watch window on the same page that it's viewing, that doesn't really do me a lot of good. So I come over here and I see that in this it has Assumptions E5 as my page or as my formula. What I want to do is I want to change it to Sales, and always when you're working with a tab name with no spaces in it, you don't have to put the apostrophes around it, but Sales with an exclamation point. And then I'm going to go with A1 right there just so you can see what that looks like. And if you've seen any of the other videos, you'll know that we can quickly expand an object by starting with Alt and then dragging it, and that will keep it in line with the grid that we're working with here. And right now, because we're only looking at one cell, you have it just expanding to fill the object. So one of the neat things about this is we can actually create a rest of the section here. We know that looking on the Sales tab that we had columns A through L that had data in them. So let's go with L20. And you can see here that we actually have all of the data from A1 to L20. And you can see that the grid is based on the data in there made to fit within this object. And you can change the size to fit whatever. So if you're building a dashboard or something like that, you actually have the option to size it to fit essentially. But it looks otherwise just like what we have on the Sales tab. And you can see that here. So why are we doing this? So one of the neat things is we have this spin button here in column E that controls the percent of budget, and we are using the percent of budget to determine bonus percentages, and we're calculating the bonus dollars by budget level, bronze, silver, or gold. And if we don't want to go back and forth to see what effect we're having on the data, we can actually use this watch window here. And to simplify a little bit more, we'll come over here to the View tab, turn off the grid lines here, and now it makes it even easier to see. So we'll click out of that, and you can see that the grid is still on the Sales tab. So you can actually format this shape, and again, it is a shape. But notice when I click in here, it's a shape. It tells me where it's referenced, but I cannot edit the shape specifically except through the formula bar here, which controls the watch window. All right, so now the reason why we're doing this is if I go through here and I'm looking at the entry point, you can see already right there for dropping down to 99% here on the entry level actually already changed the bonus dollars right here for store number 1005 because it was at 99.4% of budget. So the more I move this, you're going to start seeing some changes as the different stores based on their percent of budget are moving in and out of qualifying for bonuses. And so not only can you see the changes here in the bonus dollars, you can actually see which stores are affecting it. And so we'll move down to 70%. And so you can see these different changes that are occurring here. And if we go the other way, then you can start to see some of the stores move their budget percentages. And this is just a quick and simple way that you can use to look at a specific tab in your workbook and see the results of different variable changes that you're making. It's incredibly simple, it's effective. You can use it for dashboarding, you can use it for just a simple view, whatever it is you want to do. And there are so many of these useful tools inside of Excel, and we'll continue to explore them. If you have any specific tool or formula or function that you want to see in a future tip, then please let me know. You can email customer.service@excelceo.com or excelceo@excelceo.com. Hopefully you found this useful and have a great day.